everyone. Welcome, and it's amazing to see this hackathon war room in action. It's going to really transform into something like this over the night, with everybody in here, with a full house, and it's simply amazing to be here and have this session. Monica?
Hello, everyone. It's actually a pleasure to see all of you, and super excited for xDay, for the hackathon, and also for people at home. Yeah, welcome to the xDay hackathon. And I'm also very enthusiastic to see you all here building and hacking. So builders, developers, enthusiasts, welcome also from our side.
Awesome. I just propose to split this conversation into one actionable for right now, the moment in which we are in the hackathon session with everybody in here coding, and how to have a successful submission, a few questions by the end from the public, and then to have some remarks for the next steps here at the hackathon and after the hackathon period.
Cool, sounds great. So as you all know, we suggested as part of the submission for the hackathon for all the participants to prepare a video, a business plan. So I was curious, maybe you can explain why does it make sense for them to prepare a business plan or a video or video?
Sure. So I think like the value proposition of this, it's simply a great exercise for the hackers, for all of these talented teams, because in the end, you are going to address this question of how you can showcase the product to the public, to the users, and how you can spotlight the value proposition of it, the use cases, and this is a great exercise to do this in front of the jury. And it's an intensive period right now. There are hundreds of projects and 1,000 hackers by now. And it's just the best way through which you can showcase this in front of the jury board. So having a video is it's a very short video of maximum 3 minutes in which you can showcase exactly like what's the value proposition, how the app works. You can do it more creatively, although this is like not mandatory to have the video or the business plan, but it's something very important to be made understood. And in regards to the business plan, it's something that helps a lot for the startups to also think about the next steps. What's the marketing plan, the strategy, the business strategy in the long term? And I think the jury board, just to give some tips, because this session is about helping you during this submission period, how do you make them understand what are the next steps of the project? And just emphasizing this, it's something very, very helpful for you in the submission to like create these two content pieces very well structured for the juries.
Cool. Yeah, as you said, it's not mandatory to have a business plan, although I heard someone here today saying that they are making the last changes to the business plan. So just remind that that's another option for you to get extra points. And so in my opinion, the business plan is more than the numbers, than milestones, the release planning. It's actually narrating your journey and making sure that the judges, but also everyone else that is involved into actually reviewing your application and later on seeing your project will understand what is your vision and how do you actually plan to make it reality.
Yeah. Speaking about this, how to make it reality, I think there are some really great things that we have set up for you guys here within xDay. As a very next step after the submission tomorrow by 12 p.m., we have set up some initiatives through which we can have you be part of them and get connected with other founders, startups, VCs, investors. So one of that one is the Hackathon VIP event, which will happen on Saturday between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. All hackers are invited. Everybody that has signed up for the hackathon will be able to get inside of that. It's going to happen here in the hackathon room, in the VIP room, and in the hallway. And we have a lot of brilliant startups, VCs showing up there. So an important part after like designing and creating these very strong products is how you can network with other companies, with other projects, make integrations, synergies, partnerships, and also onboard users, because these are important parts. And this is also like a very important component of the hackathon, to network and to get connected with all of the other participants and founders. And this Saturday, we are going to have this. It's very important to be there. I would strongly encourage you to be there. And yeah, a part of this, just if you have any suggestions, any introductions that you would like to have, you can ask anytime. These are just some business tips that we can recommend. And perhaps some marketing tips from Monica.
Yeah, I think as well, you know, marketing is known as being a buzzword, but marketing is actually telling the story, is actually putting a voice on your project. And in this kind of situations, like the VIP event or in a hackathon setup, I think it's extremely important to include in the business plan some parts, some aspects about your marketing strategy and your marketing plan for the future, and also to show directly to investors, to your maybe next co-founder or VCs. And part of that marketing plan, I think it's very important to have, you know, to mention marketing channels or user acquisition strategies, or things that actually tell the story about your vision and the solution that you want the entire world to see. And it's important as well that although you have goals and you have steps and everything in that plan, it's very important to remember that your product needs to be seen by the entire world, and this is done through marketing.
Indeed, indeed. Perhaps as a last note that I would like to strongly emphasize about the hackathon and the whole concept around the xDay hackathon. It has been a month-long hackathon. It has not been just an overnight coding session, but the whole goal around it, and we have seen this clearly in the community on Twitter with all of the great projects that have been announced. It is not just about doing MVPs, but about kickstarting stories, startups, and that's something that is going to be the magic around the xDay hackathon for kickstarting new ventures. And this is also the reasoning behind the other business marketing aspects that are considered around the projects, not only the code, although the code, of course, is going to be the most important aspect of the hackathon. And perhaps as the last part, we should take, like the whole session here was about helping you getting some hints, and perhaps some less component. Let's have some questions from the public and help the hackers. So if anybody has a question, just raise the hand about the submission, about the application, introductions, business, marketing, anything related. Every question.
Please raise your hands if you have any questions.
May I?
Come on, who wants to break the ice?
Cool, then I think our marketing team did a really great job explaining everything about the hackathon, about the submission tomorrow, and the coding session is going to be overnight here. So the last period to prepare everything for tomorrow.
So enjoy building, and see you on Saturday on the main stage for the award ceremony.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.